Alright, thanks for clicking that link. So we are here for a fiery video today. Snowboard versus Sno-Go. This is going to be a good one. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's just get right to it. Alright, so snowboard versus Sno-Go. And really, this is going to also count for skiing. Even though I'm not a snowboarder, I have ridden with snowboarders my entire life, and I feel very, very well qualified to talk about what it takes to learn either to snowboarding or skiing. Just like my People of the Ski Area video, I've created a chart to rate the snowboard versus the Sno-Go. Now what we're going to do is, of course, we want to get to the summit of the mountain, so each win will move each other up or down, with the worst place being all the way down in the lower parking lot. Okay, so let's get started. Right, so first thing first is getting in. First thing we got to do is we got to get into the sport, and that's going to take an investment. That's going to take some money, man. So there's always the rental options, but that's not really going to get you into the sport per se as having your own gear. So getting kitted. Let's talk about what it's going to take to get kitted in both. First, let's start with the snowboard. So Google here determines that it's going to take you anywhere from $700 to $2,000 depending on what you want to invest in your first initial gear setup to get into snowboarding. Sno-Go's, on the other hand, just had a huge price drop now to the $14.99 price point and up. Now, granted, the sky's your limit as far as what you may want to spend on parts for your Sno-Go. Like the first thing we did with our Sno-Go was upgrade the stem and the handlebars to a DD stem and DD bars with, say, anywhere from a 30 to 50 millimeter rise is a very, very smart upgrade for a Sno-Go. So definitely snowboarding takes the win in terms of initial price investment, but I think once you get into snowboarding, it kind of opens a rabbit hole in terms of multiple decks. Like most snowboarders just don't have one snowboard. Like most advanced snowboarders that I know have a quiver of snowboards. So literally by the time you get to quiver status, you've by far exceeded the cost of getting into a Sno-Go. So I'd say those two are probably dead even in terms of initial cost investment. I'm going to give them a draw. Number two, transporting to the mountain. This actually may not seem like a big deal, but trust me, it is. Skis and snowboards definitely take a win in this category. Ski racks are very easy to find. You can find ski racks on Facebook Marketplace for really cheap. Depending on your vehicle, you may not even need a ski rack for your snowboard or your skis. You can just throw them in the back seat, literally. Versus a Sno-Go, it's not going to fit in the back seat. It's not going to fit in your trunk. The new design breaks down better than my design, but still, I really only remove the front ski and then transport my Sno-Go pretty much in my van. I commonly see the Sno-Gos transported in the back of pickup trucks, just like you would your mountain bike, with the front ski and the handlebars hanging over the tailgate with a gate bib. So ideally, that's probably the best way to transport your Sno-Go, is in the back of your truck. I can fit it in the Bronco, but it's really challenging. I've got to slide it at an angle and fold down the seats, and it's quite a bit of a struggle. So definitely skis and snowboards take the win in that section. So number three, where can I go? Like seriously, where can you go? Like that's a big question, especially when you got a Sno-Go. Snowboard wins in this category because you can go to any resort with a snowboard, period. Nobody's going to look at you twice, even if you're learning. You're welcome at any resort with a snowboard. Sno-Go ski bikes, on the other hand, though they are allowed at over 200 resorts in America, so there's tons and tons of places you can take your Sno-Go. There's more and more resorts are being added to the list pretty much every day. But here's the thing, and what I've learned based on my travels around to the different mountains. Ultimately, Sno-Gos were engineered to work with high-speed detachable quads. I was recently at another mountain up in Montana with old triples and doubles. I did see a Sno-Goer there, but my brother and I both noticed that his Sno-Go was really beat up. And I've got to think that the stories I've heard of people getting their Sno-Gos trapped under chairs and things, those got to be those old school doubles and triples. So I cannot recommend enough using your Sno-Go strictly with high-speed detachable quads. Okay, but when you get to the resort, you got to strap in. So whether you're in skis, whether you're in a snowboard, you have to strap in. Versus a Sno-Go, you just step on. You're stepping on, you're stepping off. You're not strapping in and strapping out. Now, another factor with snowboarding and the strap in factor is a lot of times, especially if you're learning, you're going to strap in and then you got to learn how to get up. Getting up on your snowboard is actually a very important step in the learning process, as you can see. Now, this is actually an instructor in this video. So this guy's got skills, but he's just demonstrating how people can get into these different situations on a snowboard that makes it difficult to get up, makes it even difficult to get up off the ground. Now, skis can even be worse because you get your tips crossed and your legs tangled in every which way. So getting up off of skis are even tricky because you got ski poles you got to use. Getting yourself up off the ground on skis, that's completely different than a snowboard, but both of them are processes that you have to learn throughout your learning curve. Versus a Sno-Go, you're simply stepping on and stepping off the bike. So that brings me to our next step, is now we're going to get to the chairlift. Now, you're learning to snowboard. The chairlift is going to be a very intimidating moment. Even if you've came off the bunny hill, maybe you've been using some magic carpets, those sort of things. Now you've got to load on a chair. High-speed detachable quads are a beautiful thing because of the way they slow down in a lift station, and they really accommodate first-time loaders very, very well compared to like the old school doubles and triples that are swinging fast and you just got to get in there, or you need to make sure, ask the lifty to slow it down, let them know what you're up to, and just ask for help and help getting on that chair. The Sno-Go, on the other hand, the most difficult part about loading the Sno-Go on the chairlift is typically the ticket stalls, because you got to kind of angle my big fat handlebars through there when I go bleep, and then angle my bars through the ticket stall. But other than that, loading and unloading a Sno-Go is the easiest thing you will ever load and unload on a chairlift. So definitely a strong win for the Sno-Go there. So that brings me to the next point, is our learning curves. This is really where the Sno-Go should actually move up like straight to the summit. I can teach somebody to ride a Sno-Go in 45 minutes. If I'm going to teach somebody how to ski, they're probably going to need 45 days. We're comparing a 45-minute learning curve to a 45-day learning curve. That's just huge. Maybe really more 4 to 5 years of learning curve, because really to become an advanced snowboarder, you're going to have to put in some seasons. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to take a lot of falls. That's just a fact. Learning to snowboard at my age probably would not be a good thing, as to where I could teach anybody at any age 45 minutes how to safely load, unload from a chairlift and have fun on the Sno-Go. Like, get a Sno-Go, get on the mountain with the Groms. The Groms will have so much fun with Lodge Mamas on the Sno-Gos. Oh my gosh, it's like, that's what I want to see. In 5 years, I want to see Groms with Lodge Mamas on Sno-Gos just ripping around the mountain, having fun. We need to see more of that. I hope that happens. What's next? So really the next step, say like after you've learned the basics, like you're going to learn the basics on a Sno-Go in really a couple of hours, versus you really need a few years to build confidence on skis or snowboard. Some of the best riders I know really built their skill sets by working at resorts as younger people. So they were literally at the resorts on the daily, and literally on their skis, on their snowboard, on the daily, and building their skill set from there. Can't talk enough about it. So where you go next, like where do you go next? With a Sno-Go, you're gonna just continue to progress every time you come to the mountain. You're gonna be able to explore more of the mountain faster. You're going to be able to get to more advanced terrain in a much shorter time. The snowboard or skis, you're going to have to put in the time. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put in the vertical, man. If you watched the video this far, thanks for watching. Make sure to smash that like. Come on, smash that like. I need it right now. Smash that like, because I need it. I need the algorithm. I need you to subscribe too. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow. One of my goals for this year is to really grow my channel this year. I'm trying to make some fun, new, exciting, different kind of content like this video here. So if you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, check out my other videos and the other videos in the link in the description below. And thanks for watching.